Hello, everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Gisele of Canada, singing and playing her songs in English and French.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Mesdames et messieurs.
Well, Gisele, what's your first song to be, English or French? Let's make it a real nice one for a really nice man, Eddie Cantor.
I'll try, Rupert. I hope Mr. Cantor will like A Little Old Mill. I recall when I was small, a cozy nursery with pretty pictures on the wall as Grandma sang to me. A little Dutch boy and a little Dutch girl sat dreaming on a hill. Tick-tock, tick-tock went the funny old clock, and the little old mill went round and round and round, and the little old mill. Says the little Dutch boy to the little Dutch girl, when will you say I will? Tick-tock, tick-tock went the funny old clock, and the little old mill went round and round and round, went the little old mill. Down in the valley, Grandma used to tell, there was a chalet with a quaint old wishing well. So the little Dutch boy built the little Dutch girl a chalet on a hill. Tick-tock, tick-tock goes the funny old clock, and the little old mill goes round and round and round, goes the little old mill. Down in the valley, Grandma used to tell, there was a chalet with a quaint old wishing well. So the little Dutch boy built the little Dutch girl a chalet on the hill. Tick-tock, tick-tock goes the funny old clock, and the little old mill goes round and round and round, goes the little old mill. Round and round and round and round goes the mill.
I'm sure that would appeal to Eddie Cantor all right. And now what about a little French song for him?
Si l'on voit dans mon haine se prévaler la Seine dans les quartiers riants de Paris, si près de Notre-Dame, comme une belle dame, et le fond d'or dans ce qui fleurit, nous c'est pas loin Charenton où chante l'accordéon, des bijoux à fond qui se baladent à pendant tout au long des salons. L'estomac dans les talons, parmi les figurants, on se glisse, ah, que c'est bon l'odeur du vin nouveau qui nous monte au cerveau. Et de l'esthétique et de la cloche sous un tonneau de fromage, sans un radis, les mains aux poches, on respire le bon Dieu fait son vin pour les riches. Mais le rêve est tout mal éclatant. Et de Bercy et de la cloche, on n'a jamais le capable. Pour bien être à la page, il savoir les usages, chacune y vient au bras de chacun. Bien que pour sa bricole, on tisse du protocole, tous les fauchés connaissent le turbage. D'où c'est pas loin Charenton, où chante l'accordéon, des vaisseaux à plomb-plomb, qu'on se balade pendant tout des salons. L'estomac dans les talons, parmi les figurants, on se grise, ah, que c'est bon, on a vu à nouveau, qui nous monte au cerveau. Et de la cloche, sous un tonneau de fromage, sans radis, les mains en poche, on respire le finale. Le bon Dieu fait son vin pour les riches. Mais l'horreur est le vin des clochards. Et de Belgique et de la cloche, on n'a jamais le
Well, I nearly called that a French prong, but however, I should have called it Quai de Bercy. And I'm sure there's a story behind that song, Gisele.
Yes, remind me to tell you about it sometime. Meanwhile, haven't you a duty to perform?
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Gisele's guest today is one of the veteran laugh makers of American show business. A man who's never been too busy to give away some of his high-priced time in a good cause. And here he is, Eddie Cantor.
Thanks, Rupert. But I didn't have any cause on my mind today. I came to hear Gisele sing.
I know, Eddie, but with Gisele from Canada and you from America on the same program, it helps bring the two countries closer together.
Closer together? How can they get any closer together? They're jammed up right alongside each other for... how many miles long is that border? 3,000?
Or something like that, I guess.
I was reading a while ago about those two towns, Rock Island in Quebec and Derby Line in Vermont.
Oh, yes. Really one town with a border running down the main street, aren't they?
Down the main street. It runs right through the stores and the houses. In some of them, you cook your dinner in Canada and export it to the dining room in the U.S. to eat it. And outside of town, on the farms, a man has to keep his cow pointed east and west when he's milking her if he doesn't want to get into trouble with the customers.
Get into trouble? How?
Well, if she works around north and south, the cow will be eating Canadian feed while the farmer is drawing off milk into the U.S. That's illegal.
And confusing.
And there's another town with a barber shop right on the line. The stranger came in one day to get his shoes shined.
Yeah?
Well, he'd heard that the border ran through the shop. And while the boy was working on his shoes, he asked him where the line was exactly. He said, well, I'll tell you, boss, the boy said. These shoes I'm shining are in the U.S., but what you're sitting on is in Canada. Feel any different up there?
And did he?
No. And you can go a lot farther north and still not feel any different. They're all kind of people.
One place I've heard about, Eddie, is Portal, between North Dakota and Saskatchewan. You can really knock a baseball out of the country there, because home plate's in Canada and the outfield's in the United States.
I know. And if you're taken sick in Canada, you can go to the hospital across the street in the States. And if there's a fire, the Yanks crank up the fire engine, and the Canadians come down and climb on board with them. For fun or business or emergencies, they team up as though there wasn't any line there.
The same way the two countries do on a bigger scale, eh?
Well, of course. It's hard to get any closer together than we are right now, but as long as Gisele's around, I'm willing to keep trying.
Well, thanks, Eddie. And just for a start, here's a little package of melody labeled, To Eddie Cantor from Gisele.
To the Lords of Convention, 'twas clever good folk, ere the King's crown goes down, there are crowns to be broke. So each cavalier who loves honor and me, let him follow the bonny Dundee. Fill up my cup, fill up my can, saddle my horses and saddle my men, unhook the westport, then let us be free. For it's happy the did he rise up the street. The bells they ring backwards, the drums they are beat. But the provost too small said, just let it be. For the tune is well readable, that devil be. Don't fill up my cup, don't fill up my cup. Saddle my horses and saddle my men. Unhook the whippoor, and let us get free. For it's a wheel of fun. There are hills beyond Townsend and lands beyond Fort Gisele, North in the south, there are peaks in the north. There are brave Univaptals, 3,000 times 3. We'll cry, hey, for the border, Bunny Dundee. Fill up my cup, fill up my cup. Saddle my horses and saddle my men. Unhook the whippoor, and let us get free. For is a wheel of Bunny Dundee.
Here's a song of quite different character called The Way That the Wind Blows.
Will there be rain? Will there be storm? Will I be cool? Will I be warm? Will it be dark or will it be light? It's gonna depend on the way that the wind blows tonight. What will he say? What will he do? Will he be gay? Will he be blue? Or will his arms be holding me tight? It's gonna depend on the way that the wind blows tonight. My mood is always changing from fear to hope to fear. Were his fate arranging? What are the words I will hear? Will there be love deep in his heart? What if he swears we'll never part? Will he be wrong or will he be right? It's gonna depend on the way that the wind blows tonight.
This is Rupert Lucas asking you not to forget your date next week with Gisele and our guest, Helen Hayes.